Why is she screaming? It's so weird. I actually missed it, Zazu. I didn't see it. But I'll take your word for it, Zazu. I ended up shaving my chin hair this morning. I'm like, I have the Chombo. I am perfect now. I could fall asleep to this. Just this. Just listening to this like wind blow sound effects. Just oh yeah. That's nice. Looks good to me. Audio 50/50 max. I'm cool with that. The game is beautiful. I like the art style. Again, I never beat it, so I'm like, I should beat it on stream. I have no save slot to my recollection, so new game. Even if I did, I'd start a new game. Day 1, July, Mayor Rogers sex maniac? City Hall confirms rumors of Jack Boyd's resignation? Mark Ward 2 to be shown in Freeburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request?
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away.
Oh.
Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
I love the voice actor for this. The main voice actor, like his voice really just, it's good for the El Noir feel.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
Well, I suppose I should start with good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? I could go completely unprofessional, just be like, fuck the mayor. Fuck you people. Fuck me. Meh. I don't know. Unprofessional, professional, or play dumb. Or return questions with questions. Hi, Desiree. It's nice to see you. How are you doing today? You may have discussed it with me. Sure. Mayor Rogers told me that he wants a fresh face running Freeburg PD, so no, it didn't come as a surprise. Do you already know the name of your successor? I think it's a new man. I think they'll bring in some new blood, a fresh mind, to take a fresh look at the problem. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy Francis Kendrick said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? I'd be happy. It's hard to say, but I can think of a more deserving candidate than Captain Kendrick. Can't think of a more deserving. Blah 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 blah. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? No comment. No comment. That's a leading question. No matter what you say, they're gonna suspect something. So you just don't say anything. Just usually I prefer to answer all your questions, but in this situation I've got to say no comment. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? Definitely not. That's just not possible. Mayor Rogers is a true professional, and he makes his decisions carefully. There's no place in our jobs for hard feelings. Thank you. Hooray.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
Yeah, I like the art style for this game.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark.
I don't see a
Mayor
smile.
Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
You're asking for a punch in the face, mister.
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I hope you get grass
I'll do
stains.
my best.
Jerk.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
Oh, you bitch. Oh. Oh no. Guys, it's too graphic. We gotta end the stream.
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Heh. This is too graphic for streams. I'm gonna get banned now from Twitch. Let's see. Civil servants' wages won't be raised this year. Jack Boyd, on his resignation, asked the mayor. Cleanness of city streets increased by 20%. Banned forever. Indeed, Zazu. Indeed.
Cops don't use the police
It's true, that
station
that wasn't
cafeteria
missionary.
anymore.
This isn't a
Some kind
good
of
Christian
stigma
stream.
against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners.
Not anymore.
Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Oh.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Show me what you've got. Freeburg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift officer respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism show the overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet. Even in a pinch, an individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work. And a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. My lord, she has a reliability of 5. She essentially walks into a place and goes, "What am I doing here?" And then she walks away and it's like, my god, Price, why? I like this burrito. It's like a burrito. Again, I really like the L Noir of this game. Yeah. I don't think I've talked about this before, but I'm actually a huge L Noir fan. The smooth jazz and the very, like, laid-back style of it all is very interesting to me. Very calming. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth, so the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work.
110B in progress.
Everyday Mall. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you are allowed to sound the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene is the presence of weapons and so on. All of this can tell you how serious each case should be taken. The mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder. A serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. Hit and run, Everyday Mall. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who'd been digging through the trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. This is something that particularly average police officers should be able to handle. I think Sabuki and Asano should be more than enough to handle that. Another one? Last Picture Show. Fight. The Last Picture Show Theater. The theater manager reports that during a showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the wood rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater security guards. Maybe a bit better than that. Fancy and Austin should be able to handle it. Comes off as more than enough. Might want to turn the music down just a bit more. 30% should be good. Much better. What's a you thing, Desiree? Going to the movie theater with a decorate board that says Rosebud and beating the crap out people with it? Hit and run. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster and dead citizens bother the mayor even more than living ones. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Plus 10. Worth it. I'm not gonna send price on anything unless like there's a third slot. Armed robbery. Suburb. 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. The criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Jeanette Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Coachy and Purdy, you two got this.
311A in progress.
Let's give it a moment. The other two are showing back up. Johnson Jurgen and Katz Law Firm. A brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of their officers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. I suppose Austin and probably Asano should be more than enough to deal with that one. I would hope. Maybe I should... Let's see Tsubaki. Actually. Let's see that fight. Fender caught. Sweet. This is a nice, calm game to play,
in progress.
which is really nice. It's like balancing right now. It's almost like cathartic.
Situation
When your
here.
cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. Hi, Febreze! The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Just knock on the police and knock on the door and say, open up, it's the police. Honestly, like, it's a bunch of kids. The shotgun more or less was probably for show, and honestly, I don't think a bunch of kids want to add, like, murder or, like, terrorism to their roster.
9 tests complete.
Fender caught. Sweet. Let's wait up. These guys should be able to get back before this timer runs out.
311A complete.
Nope. Not quite. It's all good. I got 3 pretty good officers here. Ghetto. Passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then ran away with his guitar and his money. Yancey, Asano, Price. Go get 'em, Tigers. Good job, people. I want to train up this Austin fellow. I think he's starting to look... I think he has promise. And this under-average cop is about to be average. That's good. It's real good.
412A complete.
You're a fan of this game, Febreze? Officers unharmed. Sweet. As long as my officers are unharmed. If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. Well, let me take a look. Shift A. Shift A has even more people, but 2 of them are very... I mean, they have a lot of under-average people. So, it would be a good idea to put in another 1 or 2 officers. I'm thinking Yancey is pretty good. And I would like to throw Austin in there as well. Just because, well, for one, Austin shows great promise. Him and this Smeedy fellow. Smeedy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this should be more than enough. Okay. In the day.
Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business. So you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand.
They all know our backstory.
Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price.
Oh.
In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Francis Kendrick announced retirement date. Construction of Cinema Museum postponed again. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg. Yeah, so 80 degrees and 61 degrees, like that's like 61 degrees like is actually cold for me, but 80 degrees like that sounds comfortable right now. Let's go to work. And how boring was it, Febreze? When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everybody's got secrets, and you've got to make sure these guys have your back. My son was in a car accident. The doctors are fighting for his life right now. I just can't manage to work today. Can I have the day off? I could say yes, but come tomorrow, but honestly, she's a 5. I don't even really care about her. But at the same time, that's extra hands for tomorrow, even if it is an old, grungy, disgusting 5 hands. I accidentally broke my bathroom mirror while I was getting ready for work. My dad always said that that's 7 years bad luck. But I know that's a silly superstition. It will probably only last 7 hours. But it might be a good idea for me to take the day off. No, fuck you, Austin. In addition to these performance ratings, police officers also possess rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of an employee. If you think that no one is worthy of the honor some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later insignias. Won't go out until your people are ready. I didn't give that to Birch Jr. Fuck you, Birch Jr. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. Whenever a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes when cops get rank, they start thinking more seriously about their service. This can mean less drinking and more time spent on the job. Some of them might even turn out to be dependable. Noted. So maybe I should give this to Birch Jr. Who am I kidding? I'm not giving it to Birch Jr. This Robin seems like a nice fellow. I'll give Yancey one later, but Robbins or Van Dahl? Robin looks younger. I'll give it to Robbins. That's where it will end. Yeah, that's about right, Desiree. That is about right. Freiburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time, just like in real life. Well, the life of your grandfather. There was one that I really liked listening to. I want to say it's this one. Put it on. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Okay. Affairs, I suppose. Police station. Labor market. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Red Wolf. Oh, well, I want to hire this Jeffrey Kingston.
She said if you want my fricassee, you'll have to run.
Yeah, I'll hire him for Shift B. Want to free up a slot? Time to fire somebody. If you have legal grounds for termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned, but that could land you in additional proceedings. And your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up a slot is to have the police officer killed, but that's not really a valid option, right? We can fire legally. Too old.
I'm Alabama bound. Alabama bound.
211 in progress.
Hey, she didn't show up to work either.
From town to town. I'm Alabama.
I like this Taggart McStone as well. What else is there? Cop slots 15 to 16. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would mean that there is currently 8 on A squad. So I need one more for B. But I just hired one for B, so I actually need one more for A. So this Taggart McStone seems like a pretty good person for A. Let's get another detective. We only have 2 detectives on Police Squad B, so you know what? This Eric Banner seems like a nice person. Vandalism. St. John's Cathedral. We received a frightened call from the local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken into pieces. It seems there are even marks from a shovel, but The abbot would say no more. I'm just gonna ignore. Well, I could tramp Birch Jr. I'll think about it. But I think Grant and Samadhi should be able to handle this one.
In progress.
Vandalism. Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his car. His new car! Well, I'm gonna say, good old Robbins... Yancey might be a bit too much. Robbins, Van Dahl, and Austin should be able to handle that, though. Oh gosh, I am enjoying this. I don't know, is the music at a perfect level, guys, or should I turn it down? Yeah, let's play that one. I like that. What's going on here? A waitress named Mila reports that she just served a Chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television just this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. That's one of those situations where, you know, it could very easily be a missed call. Because, you know, we don't know that for sure. So I'll send Yancey and Birch Jr. go handle that. Birch Jr. Yeah, you go take care of that, you sons of guns. Because that's over 250. Let's take a look. Vandalism. Offender escaped. Oh, minus 10. That's not good. It's good. Also, we got that one. Oh, man. Grant and Samadhi lost some points. That's not good. Need to fix that. False alarm. Yep. The waitress had mistaken retired Officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. Yeah. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again. And now, he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need somebody outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. Well, one moment. Butch Jr. should be back soon. I can always get him in on that. Butch Jr., go take care of it. Sorry, Birch Jr. Got too much stuffed animals for my shelf. Like, time. He said. Hey, never be ashamed of your stuffed animal collection, Desiree. That's the best thing ever. Drug sales. Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. But we can't have that now, can we? That one does sound serious. I'll send Yancey and, Samadhi does need to redeem himself. That's almost 350. You have no room. Uh-oh. Suicide threat. Fleet Street. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes popular again. What? I suppose Robbins and Van Dahl should be... I don't even know. I think Van Dahl, like, would be too much, but we'll send Robbins and Austin. Because he is promoted. He should know how to handle this. Sam Sorkin. Sorry, Chief, but I quit. And one night I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop. Yeah, it's a shame. Your father's gonna get fired too soon, so hey, haha, I'm okay with that. Thanks for your help, Mr. Boyd. 4,500, I'm cool with that. Now I can hire somebody that's actually useful. 5, 6, 7. I should fire her, actually. Get someone who can actually take on Shift B. I think I was hiring some people for Shift B when I should have been hiring them for Shift A. We'll see how that goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm cool with that.
Looks like we have a situation.
As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Clown from the... grab their raincoat and pretend to be an illicit customer. Just carefully watch the clown from the stands. I mean, come on, that's...
1111.
Yeah, it's like there's no reason to go bursting down the door and arresting. Suicide threat. Let's see how this was handled. Here's Scott. Everything's good. That's pretty nice. Made my Build-A-Bear shop with my friends. Aw, that's cute. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so those two have been fired. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have 8 people working. That's good. Shift A, though, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should have a 7th person working soon, I think. Yeah, details. But, Banner, we just hired you, for fuck's sake. Okay, so... Shift B definitely won't need more people. Like, 8 should be more than enough. Build-A-Bear shotgunners. That's pretty awesome, Zazu. Feminist organization denied official registration. Rub a spear to reveal his identity when the time is right. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. Uh-oh, that seems like foreshadowing.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all 3 of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but He'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Man, the classic El Noir police chief whose wife left him for, you know, being unhappy.
Purdy didn't come to work today. Purdy! Too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Yeah, actually, yeah, go home. While I was taking out the trash last night, I accidentally got into some poison ivy. This morning I noticed my feet were blistered. It doesn't look like anything serious, but I'd like to see the doctor just in case. Can I take the day off? I'm gonna say no to that one. I mean, you know, if you have if you had an allergic reaction, like, you'd probably be like, sir, I have an allergic reaction. But you don't, so I'm gonna say no. I have this badge, this shiny new badge to hand out. Who is it gonna go to? I'm thinking Yancey. He's been doing a pretty good job. There you go, Yancey. Good job. You're a good boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still working with 7 officers, so that's not too bad. What to listen to? Yeah, Bud Freeman. Whoever that might be. I like it. Fire all black cops from City Hall. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black cop employees over the next 2 days due to the mounting racial tension. Oh, jeez, you can't place that on me. If someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene, the case goes to your detectives. Homicide Ghetto. Black activist Ronnie Moore has found shot outside his home. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who will work under the lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Okay, we'll go in with Mole. And yeah, I suppose she can go in with DeBurrito. DeBurrito.
Oh, is Caged here now?
Alright, I should handle that. Destruction of property, City Hall parking lot. Member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot, carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers." Should probably take care of that. Well, let's see. Austin, you've been doing a pretty good job. I don't want to fire ya. In fact, I should go into affairs and get that sorted out. Tsubaki and... I think Tsubaki and Austin should be more than enough to handle that. He is an elderly man after all. Hell, Bloomingdale should be able to go with it. Let me check the police station. Yeah, I don't really want to fire my black cops, especially with the current job market. Yeah, so I'm just gonna disobey that order. 'Cause screw that. You're getting a transfer to shift A because that's where I originally intended to put you. I just accidentally put you on the wrong one. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sweet. Hold on. What do we have for options at the labor market? A 90 and a 60 versus 60. I'll just keep Birch for now. Oh, the song's over. Well, let's see about fixing that. Yeah, put it on Zwan He.
Progress.
Carjacking, Suburb. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicle list. 4 people? Oh, Jiminy. I don't think I'll need 4 people, honestly. I don't want to leave myself too short, especially since I only have 7 people. So, I'll put Yancey on the case, Austin and Asano should be fine. I'm debating if I actually want to see Kingston, but I think these 3 should be able to handle it, because that's a total of... That's over 500. That should be pretty good. I hope. Oh, gosh. Do I send more, or do I keep it where it's at? Hold on. Let me take a look. Yeah, people are still over at different places. Investigation has started. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Mr. Graham. Eric Graham, a drunk witness. They drove by in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Mr. Clayton. Glenn Clayton, neighbor. I only heard a few muffled shots. Lawrence Carr, neighbor. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time. And recently there's been lots of cursing and carrying on. Stacy Cobb, a witness. I don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. Which supports the whole idea of a silencer. Daryl Carpenter, a neighbor. The police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine, was nearly hit by some idiot's car. I see. Yeah, so I definitely have to send some people this way. Here, we'll actually send Kingston. There we go. That gives us over 700 to work with. Should be more than enough. Or I could send Kochi instead. Leave Yancey in the background. It would lower your bid. We'll just go with this. Destruction of property. Person cut. We arrested an old man. Worth it.
progress.
What's going on here? Suspicious individual. Desire Park. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals sitting on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. Well, yeah, we definitely need to investigate this one.
Like that. I was actually thinking that, Fabrice.
The driver is nowhere to be seen. We could interview potential eyewitnesses, or we could wait at a safe distance. I think an interview might be worth it. Yeah, we did it! We got the person.
We got the perpetrator.
1210 complete.
Suspicious individual. Hooray! Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Dragon Slayer Club.
Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club. And for my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out on the streets.
Ooh, let me wait on that. Kingston would be good for that. He is my toughest cop, and I believe that I believe that him only getting better will only serve me better. Go get him, Kingston.
You respond to every single mispronunciation. Fair.
That's fine, Desiree. Your detectives present frames with different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. Let's open the investigation. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction if they know how to look at a case material. The more professional the detectives working on an investigation, the better their instincts. To get to your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene, using the frames you think likely. Sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. Well, obviously, I think that's the escape. We're parked beside. There we go. When an investigation pans out, you'll have yourself a suspect. Sometimes there's more than one, but in this case, your detectives have narrowed it down to a single candidate. Oh, and they both got 30 more points. That's sweet. Travis Horton, a known racist, who already has several previous convictions. Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. But remember that fugitives won't sit patiently until their schedule is clear. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even the SWAT team if you see fit. Homicide, Port Warehouse. Travis works at the port as a loader. Yancey? Kochi?
I don't think I need the SWAT, honestly. He's only murdered one person, and he's just a radical racist, but, you know, essentially if you arrest them on the port, you know, I don't think they're likely to have a gun at the port. But then again, he was using a silenced weapon, and it is the end of the, or it's near the end of the day. I'll just send those 2. They should be able to handle it.
311A in progress.
What's going on here? Fight. Kevin's throat bar. Bartender reports that a couple dancers started fighting over tips and a catfight broke out right on stage. Well, I don't want to break that up. I'm sorry, what? Fight. Octopus Restaurant. bartender reports that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, has climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. That shouldn't take much, honestly. Tsubaki and Bloomingdale should be able to handle that. Kingston's almost back. I'll send him towards this.
311
Oh, or it could go away. That's fine. Chief, I just about nailed the jab a couple times, but he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all their rules, so I can't keep track of points very well. But he was alright. He even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I could take the day off? Sure. Day's over. Fender escaped. How about the homicide? Fender caught. Sweet. Yeah, shame I couldn't go search that one, but you know, freaking time decided to end before I could, so that's a thing. Yeah, these things happen. That's funny, Desiree. That is very funny. Oh wow, Kingston is at 430 now. Jiminy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me see. I could send... I want to tire out Kingston. He's good. He's alright. Austin's gonna need some rest. I could send Bloomingdale over towards the other side. Yeah, I'll send Bloomingdale over to work tomorrow. I need somebody who can balance out these two worthless cops. Hell, I might even want to send Asano as well. Ooh, gotta think about this one. Or I could just sing Kochi. That's a puppy that I hear. I'm thinking about this. Nah, Bloomingdale should be more than enough. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Oh, and then suicide bomber. Mayor Rogers say has no problem with racist. See?
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn. especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here.
You old Jewish bastard.
I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Well, guys, this is a big decision. Do we help out Kendrick and work with the Mafia, or do we refuse Kendrick and allow him and his entire family to be killed? It's a real morality question. Also, yes, Desiree, there's a baby Yorkie. It's adorable. She's real small and can fit under the doors, which is really kind of weird sometimes, but, you know, it's cool. I mean, I'd want to help. And my vote counts as 2, but if everyone wants to see this guy and his entire family dead, you know. Kendrick is your friend. Heck you, Kendrick. Allow him and his entire family to be killed, Desiree. Yeah. I mean... like, does he know? I'll probably just decide to help him. Does he? Yes. Melvin, no. Melvin, yes. I'll help him.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack...
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once. Sometimes with a little pride, even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Oh, Desiree's just Desiree. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yeah, go ahead and go home. Get your energy up, you piece of shit. I accidentally broke my bathroom mirror. No, fuck off. You are a dad. Fuck you, Birch. You old shit. I think I haven't heard this one yet. Lynn Barnard and Bob Barnard. The Barnard brothers. Playing Billabong. Your personal relation with the city's administration. Your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Decisions from City Hall depends on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright, or accept only some of your requests, so only ask for what you really need. Could request improved equipment for the SWAT. We're doing okay with the amount of cops we have, but I would like to have more SWAT just in case. Who knows, maybe I can ask for both. The detectives is not too bad, though. Maybe I should ask for more detectives, since one of them insists on taking the day off all the time. It's the labor market. Still hasn't really changed. I'm not firing all the black cops, that's just something I refuse to do. Especially since it's like, oh, there's a bunch of racists running amongst the city. Here's my week's salary. City Hall hopes we don't disappoint. Only $1,200. Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Grant and, I think Bloomingdale should be able to handle that. That's about 205. What's going on here? Robbery. Touch of Dionysus liquor store. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered a nearby liquor store. That doesn't sound good. Stovall, Vandal, Samadhi, and probably Fang. That's a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 800. And with the improvement from that little mark right there, it should be well over 800. They'll be fine. Give it a bit of time. Fight. Residential area. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw 2 Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. With microphone stands? That's amazing! I want to say McStone and Birch should be enough, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, sorry, Robinson and Birch, but I'll just send all 3 of them. Go for it. That's about 400 or so. The shop has 2 exits, from which a few people have already fled. Let's not drive a patrol car through the front window. That would be bad. Hey, see you in a bit, Fabrice. Have a good day at class, and I hope it's not too boring. Yeah, sneak up to the back door, methinks. Essence of surprise. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. "You in the mask, shut your face and drop your weapon." The robber grows visibly nervous. "Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt." The cashier begins to cry. Now, I feel for you, man. And honestly, if I let you go, like, people would be okay with it. But you're kind of at an impasse.
910B complete.
Sweet. Robbery, city center. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Lang while she was on the way to the pawn shop. Beasley? Master? Go for it. It's a hot one today and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freiburg and the press was in uproar. Please send someone to keep an eye on things. Wait, did you want like a detective to handle that? 'Cause I have police. I refuse. Oh, they just weren't back yet. That's annoying.
212 in progress.
Just give me a few moments, god damn it.
311A complete.
Gallery of Modern Art. Oh, looks like they failed. Wait, but Birch got an increase. Why did Grant decrease? A gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation. A gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." Well, Stovall? Vandal? I don't know. We could send Grant. Again, why did Grant get a decrease? I don't... Well, I'm sure... Oh, right, she was with Bloomingdale. Let's try and get that increase again for them. Jack, this year's the organizers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in that competition. Maybe. I don't know if, did thing again? Oh no. Hi, Zombie.
212 complete.
Okay. I'm sure McStone and Birch should be fine for that. Hopefully. Disorderly conduct. Escaped victim. Or escaped convict. Fight. Robbery. Mrs. Lang. Bao Lang, the victim. When my husband got into a difficult financial situation and I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. Actually, a few different... Well, I hope it all works out, Bliss. Technology's scary. Dwayne Fishman, witness. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. Anita J. Olivares, witness. I couldn't see his face. He was dressed in a jacket, like those bikers who hang around the street corners. Kathy Phillips, witness. who's definitely not a local biker. They are bald and have beards, but this guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. Okay. Thomas Patterson, witness. I didn't see a weapon in his hands. I just saw him grab her bag and ride off. Okay, so it wasn't an armed robbery. Let's say that one. Yeah, because he's driving away with it. Oh. There we go. Yay, good for you two. Chinatown dormitory. After being expelled from the university, Quan Yen Lin moved here. So he's not an armed robber, he's just a robber. So honestly, just these two police should be more than enough to take care of that. Well, fuck Monkey. Oh, that was close. Vandalism, Atticus Tower. A guy went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from here. Honestly, Grant and Samadhi should be more than enough to handle that. Okay. Stay safe, Breeze. Or, Bliss. Not Breeze. Yay! We did that. Alright, did that. We did, boy. We won. Huh. That Ernest nearly knows a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory, so we'll be taking a day off. We deserve it. Oh boy. Fender cut. Sweet. Yeah, awesome. And Gold Beasley is at a nice 3-something. That's awesome. Vandalism. Fender got away. God damn it! Samadhi, Grant, the fuck? Looks like tomorrow's gonna be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. You're good. Now Birch is better than Grant, and Grant... Gosh damn it, Grant. Grant, you're just bad. You're just bad, Grant. You suck. Fuck you. Stone, come in tomorrow. Why? Because fuck you. Birch is too old. I need to get rid of him. They get tired even on their days off. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer, sent to mental hospital. Matt Rogers, not afraid of the competition. According to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Okay. Exactly. Desiree gets it.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
Oh boy.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse.
Yeah.
Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
I like this little contrast right here. Oof. That was loud.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
I could probably still make that. Thank you for showing up today, McStone. And nobody called out? Crazy. Go with my favorite record. Mafia. Makes me kind of want to play through the Mafia games. Gang member Quan Yin Lin turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks. He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. I accept. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg, and that means there's bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across will be members of one gang or another in exchange for immunity. They may be willing to give up their bosses. In this way, you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the food chain, and ultimately take down the boss. If you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished and you'll get a claim on the reward. There's also a reward for formally charging gang members. Whenever you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus, but your deal with that person is over. Don't sell for small fish. You use the small fish to catch the big fish. Ning He hid in the stolen antique necklace. Ning, he hid the stolen. Okay. Well, I'll let Armstrong be the head of this case. The burrito's next. The burrito is next. Honestly, that should be more than enough.
I followed you out from town to town. I'm Alabama bound.
SWAT approved? Sweet.
Don't you leave me.
Let's take 2 times a day. Another slot for a detective. Sweet. Oh my gosh, who is this lovely, lovely lady? Hold on. Personnel. Yeah, I should hire for her for shift B. And can I fire you yet? She has to fail 3 assignments in a row. Shit. Fortunately, I really want to get rid of her. Ew. Oh wait. Oh wait. Birch, gonna get rid of you. You're too old. That's Shift A. Adios Sogo. Hire for Shift A.
That's a good trade-off. It's a very good song, Desiree. I enjoy the jazz that they play in this game.
Is there anyone else I need to get rid of? I think I'm okay. I'll have to see about getting more, officer slots now that me thinks about it. Yeah. I'll try and do, like, alternating, so, like, SWAT upgrade and, you know, detectives, and then, like, officer and raise, because I do kind of want the money. Just a little bit.
Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't keep your promises, we won't keep ours.
Eliminate the Red Mask Gang. Bao Lang gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Masks Gang. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep people from panicking, you'll need to take down the gang within the next 4 days.
Easy. Attempted murder. Sugar Dream Confectionery.
A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Oh! I think Asano and McStone would be fine. Go get him. Investigation has started. Right-hand man.
Ning He is the faithful assistant Jin Yang, a founding member of the gang.
He's entrusted with the most serious job. Necklace.
He keeps his more valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. He then brings them to the Wise Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have had an immediate buyer for the necklace, so Ning He brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Restaurant. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock, but it was closed that night before because an important deal was going on. Door. Ning He has a key to the restaurant. Repository. Valuables are kept in a safe under the bar. Noted.
I know, boiling chocolate, like, that's amazingly dangerous, right, Desiree?
It's amazingly delicious.
It's dangerously delicious.
Okay.
410A complete.
Attempted murder. Good job, you fellows. Got a good old +10. What's going on over here? Carjacking. Suburb.
Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs.
Honestly, like, I'm pretty sure I can just send 2 people on this one if it's like Kingston and Tsubaki. Cause that would be almost 600. I don't know. Here, let's do Kochi, Bloomingdale, and Austin. That's 2, 3, 4. Actually, nah, not Austin. Purdy. Yeah, that way we can have like, you know, gotta have high and low, gotta average out.
And the only reason I send the maximum amount of people is in the hopes of them, like,
you know, I want everybody to get experience. That's your kink, Desiree? Oh. But I thought you were more into vanilla. Ha.
Looks like we have a situation
Officers
here.
have determined the car thief's location. Overtake the offender and block the road. Overtake the criminal and attempt to take him into custody. Yeah, just overtake him.
113B completion.
Yeah, don't Vehicles are 2-ton hunking death machines. Don't try and, like, cut people off with that shit. It'll get you killed.
710A in progress.
Suburb. Hostage situation. Suburb. A weeping child called in saying that someone was holding him against his will. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Not gonna lie. That doesn't seem like... it's a child calling in. And typically children are very unreliable. And the fact that he's, you know, saying like he wants to go see Pete... This doesn't seem like an actual hostage situation. It's in the suburbs. Like, it doesn't seem like a situation where he's being held, like, in, like, a factory or something. 99% vanilla, 1% chocolate. Oh, I see. I see, Desiree. I'm just gonna send... And this might be a bad idea, but I'm just gonna send Austin and Asano on this one. I wanna see exactly what happens. Send one cop. I sent 2, Jambi. You know, I kind of prefer them to be in at least partners.
911 in progress. 710A.
Rubinovich Casino. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to pay his debts. Says that the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side the police are on. Oh boy. Bloomingdale, go get it. Okay. Joseph Lowry's mother wouldn't let him go play until he ate his broccoli. Okay. Everybody needs a friend. Exactly, Desiree. Theft. Rubinovich Casino. Received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple of $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. Honestly, Purdy and... I want to say Purdy and Tsubaki should be more than enough, but let's actually go... Again, like, assuming this is high and this is low, technically, Kochi and McStone would work. We'll do Kochi and Purdy. I do want to get her more, just so she can start matching up with Yancey. Theft. And offender caught. Sweet. Good job, people. Ooh, assault with a deadly weapon. City center. At a parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment, then pulled out a gun and opened fire. Oh, geez. Well, let's get our best officers on that case. And Austin. Our best officers, and Austin. Go get them, buddies. I believe in them. Bloomingdale's back. So what happened, Bloomingdale? Nothing. That's what happened. The police cruiser has caught up to the perpetrator's van. Oh boy. Yeah, just order them to stop the van. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant, and puts a gun to his head. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Oh, how I would want to. Let go of the man right now. We got her. I mean, I think in real life, I would throw that sex doll at her. I'd be like, catch! And she'd be like, ah! And I'd be like, fire! Then we'd just blow her down. And I mean, not in that way. Not in that way. We'd shoot her. We'd shoot her, okay? Not in that way either. You know, with our guns. Let's open this investigation. Okay. Obviously, he had to unlock it first, then he had to walk, and then I guess he put it into the thing. Sweet! Ning He, Chinese immigrant, hasn't officially worked anywhere for the past 10 years. So, Armstrong is the lead of that suburb. A year ago, Ning became owner of the house. The home was listed as a gift on his tax return. Okay. I'm gonna say Kingston and Bloomingdale or Asano. I'll send Asano. And we'll send a SWAT member just in case, since we have 2 uses of them now. Blow her down. Oh!
Shoot her.
Oh!
I think this was a really good day for the police.
We did a good job, say. Scram, it's the police. Ooh, that was a plus 20, it looked like. Offender Scott. Yeah, ooh, beautiful. You, my friend, are getting a promotion, and I promise that. Ooh, plus 100 for both of them. That's beautiful. Reward 20,000. I suppose arrest? Or do we just close it for now and end the day? I guess I'll just end the day.
Town 10 would call cops again. Hey, if my police force was actually this reliable, I think I'd actually like them.
Ho! Okay, now we gotta get these guys even better. I might actually fire Banner if there's better investigators to hire. Sorry, Birch. Had to do what I had to do. I mean, because Sogo was available. Yeah, McStone's gonna be tired. I should send someone else as well. Well, not necessarily. I don't know. I just don't know. Could send... I could send Purdy. She did miss work that one day. Racist gangs run wild in city. Second tower to be built in Freeburg. Investigations into Francis Kendrick could resume.
Nah. Just nah. Don't worry, the police will take care of the investigation into what happened to Francis Kendrick.
The people of Freeburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre.
Robespierre?
Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freeburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions. Myself, I kinda like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
It is. Martin Stead is your new deputy. McStone didn't come to work today. Okay. Sogo didn't come to work today. I need to take my car into the shop. Can you spare me today? I'm sorry, but 2 officers just didn't show up today. I kind of need ya. I kind of need ya, Stovall. Just saying. Just saying. I kind of need ya. Thank goodness Purdy at least showed up. Isn't that right, Purdy? But those were some of my better people. Oh, fuck. Well, the next best solution is just send Grant off against, like, a lone person, just get against a gunner and get her killed, but, you know, kind of want to avoid that if I can. No records can be obtained as a gift or a thank you for your service, but why wait when you can refill your collection now? What do you mean? In the Ulrich's List catalog, you can always find a rich assortment at the lowest possible prices. Pre-order and save. Actually, that's not too bad. Purdy. What's new? Coming soon. Well. I mean, this one's only 100. Kuzoslev says the finish on this track lasts forever. Sure, I'll buy one. Let's hear this bad boy. Okay. Mafia can offer you some very interesting services. You're practically a member of the family now, so it will hardly cost you a thing. How do you mean? Crime trap. The Mafia will falsify a special crime in progress report, and all the officers who arrive at the scene will be killed. Up to 3. Oh! Investigation trap. The Mafia will falsify and investigate only one detective. Okay. Threaten. The Mafia will intimidate members of the committee before the hearing at the prosecutor's office. Oh! Oh my. These are some really interesting things. I'll keep those in mind. Grant. Grant. Your new assistant is no Kendrick, but he's not as useless as he might seem. He can handle some of your duties when you're pressed for time, but lunch is on you, along with any of your other expenses. Deputy, send your staff for training, send employees to an informal outdoor party. Hire a snitch, pay an employee to gather important information for you. Consulting detective, an experienced but retired detective who will assist your investigation for a modest fee. That's not modest. By names, find out which of your employees plans to testify against you. Noted. By silence, convince your employees not to testify against you. Also noted. Best officer? Damn straight Kingston's my best officer. Zombie. Oh! Hire a snitch, pay an employee to gather important information for you. I don't know what I gained from this, though. I should send Grant to the police academy. Maybe that'll make her better. Because she fucking sucks right now. We'll wait. We'll wait for now. We wait.
911 in progress.
Theft. Bigfoot Athletic Shoes Shop. A shoe store clerk reports that 2 teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then, without paying, ran out of the shop wearing the new shoes. Grant, you and Samadhi should, and that's a really big should, be able to handle this, right? It's 2 teenagers. Shouldn't require very much. They're not armed. They run. And that's it. Go take care of it. I'm going to partner you 2 up until you start fixing shit. If both of you fail 3 times, I'm firing both of you and hiring new people. Because we have some actually pretty competent, you know, slightly competent people. Blah, 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 blah. Oh no, it's a staring contest. Staring contest in chat, go! The teens are standing around smoking, not from the store, admiring their new shoes. Time to return those shoes. They escaped! Grant! Samadhi, god damn it! Attempted murder. A man returned from work earlier than usual and found his young wife in bed with her lover. The maid called the police when she saw the husband taking a hunting rifle from the wall cabinet. I think, I mean, gosh, I need my best out there. Hopefully the next thing Stovall can handle essentially by himself. You are asking to get fired. I hope you know this. Samadhi, you might get fired. I might need you for the next important mission with Stovall, so you might actually be able to succeed. Today in Freiburg, we're hosting a premiere of Back to the Future. The film's distributor have asked the city for an officer to stand at the door and ensure that visitors don't bring their handheld cameras into the theater. Well, fuck. Stovall, okay, go get him. Oh, I accidentally refused. Well, never mind then. God damn it. That's such a shame, too, because if it was just a little bit earlier, then I could have just sent Grant to go take care of that. Freiburg Elementary School. A young father, deprived of his parental rights, tried to pick up his daughter from school. When he wasn't allowed access, he attacked a teacher, knocked her to the ground, and started kicking her. Let's wait a bit. These guys are almost back. Don't worry about it. Okay. Stovall, you, Purdy, and I guess Fang can go take care of this one. We probably don't even need Stovall for it. Honestly, Robin should be fine. What's this about? Mr. Boyd, I'm a very sensitive issue, which our mutual friend, Charles Dill, said you could help me with. As you may already know, I own the largest music store in Freiburg. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in a lawsuit. There's a lot of rare records. My ex is very afraid of the police and always tries to act like a law-abiding citizen. If some of your guys went over there in uniform and told her those records were evidence in an important investigation, she'd just smile and give them whatever they asked for. Not even check into the warrant. Okay. Grant, Samadhi, Vandal, go get them. It's not far, so it'll essentially just be there and back again. A Hobbit's Tale by Bilbo Baggins. Yeah, for some reason they have to go as slow as fucking possible. Look at that, they're going fast, but them, they're like, we'll take our time. Jack, there was something going down today at the engineering plant at 2209. We wouldn't want any policeman crashing the party. I think 4,000 should be enough for such a request. This is fair. Chief, we helped Ulrich Bieber, and to thank us, he gave us a Gennaro Crespo album, The Master. True, Samadhi prefers glam, so he was really sad. At the bar by the time the shift ended. I have a reason to fire somebody. Oh, except not yet. He went to go drink because he got a thank you and it wasn't the thank you he wanted. What a bitch. Just hold on. Gallery of Modern Art. A guide says that someone got into the exhibition hall, scrawled pictures of penises on the artwork and hid in the closet. Why am I not surprised? Stovall, Vandal, go take care of it. This shouldn't be gone long. And whenever this shit goes down at the pier, just ignore it. All the lights are on when the police arrive. The museum caretaker explains that he's only had the job a couple of weeks, and he's worried he's going to be fired over this foolishness. The police calm him down, and he points out the bathroom stall that the artist locked himself inside. Just come out with your hands up. A terrified and tearful young man holding a knife insists that he's engaged in some kind of performance art, and that no one understands him. He refuses to surrender and is threatening to stab himself. Tell me about your work. Haha, we got him. Idiot. What other affairs can I do? Mafia assignment. Need to eliminate the Red Mask Gang, which I completely forgot about. Beasley, go take care of this. Take Banner with you.
911 in progress.
That's the thing I'm not supposed to get in on, right? Yeah, engineering plant. We'll ignore it. We'll ignore it. Or I could sing Grant. No. Sweet. Okay, what's going on here? Jin Yang always handles the big deals personally. Buyer. Chinese businessman Bo Shu secretly arrived in Freiburg last week. He's convinced that the necklace was stolen from his family back in the 17th century. Okay. Jin Yang typically pretends to be a regular restaurant visitor and tells the buyer in advance which table to find her at. Escort. Bo Shu prefers to travel without a bodyguard or driver so as to not attract too much attention. Payment. Jin Yang always insists on full payment up front and never deals in cash. So he walks in, goes over to her, hands him money. Done. Got it. Okay, Beasley, you ready? We're sending Stovall, Robbins, and you know what? Here's some SWAT, just for added measure. Theft. Yeah, it was just a theft. That's no problem. And I get 4,000 mullahs out of it. I'm cool with that. Psychological test. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper stories about Thomas Blaine, the retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot a pregnant woman. To ensure this tragedy doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct psychological testing for all the cops over 50 years of age. That includes you, Jack. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleonora Waterbury is waiting for you in her office. Don't be late. Oh boy. Yeah, we caught them. I arrested all the suspects. Beasley, you magnificent bastard. Eliminate the gang. Hooray! I destroyed the red masks. And I got 20,000 mullahs out of it. That is nice. Jack, keep up the good work. And we'll make sure your final days at Freeburg PD are much more comfortable. Noted. I wonder what they're barking at. They've been a lot more barky lately. I don't know why. Stovall, dude, what is up with you? Kinda want to send Grant to tomorrow, just... Yeah. Yeah, you know what, I could keep saying Grant to work just over and over again until she just stops showing up. Of course, you know, I could just send her to tomorrow so that she'll fill much quicker. Kinda want the Sam Al-Samadi. Go work tomorrow, you two. Fail. So that I can fire you. Because I hate you. They're a bit on edge. Maybe. City Treasury doles out $90,000 for Mayor's birthday. Jeez! 6 new restaurants to appear in city by year's end. Mysterious Robespierre announced political ambitions. Interesting. Dr. Eleanor Waterbury. Mr. Boyd, this is a very simple test. I'll show you a card with an abstract image. You just look at them and tell me what you see. Very well. Kinda looks like a house. A house with like a man eating like chips. And taking a handful of tablets at the barn. I mean I feel as though I shouldn't be taking... Feel as though I should not be saying that. Zelford, no right yet. How'd this puppy get in here? Hi, puppy. You crawled under the door, didn't you? What's this? This kind of looked like a man. Like, that's a big foot, and they're like, whoop, never mind. Definitely looks like a woman decorating a Christmas tree. Are you sure that these are abstract? I find that very hard to believe. A tree that's growing human lungs? I can see it. Kind of looks a bit more like this first. That one definitely looks like an ice cream cone. Nah, I'll just be honest about this. It's pretty obvious what they want you to say. You know what? I see a man with the head of a rhinoceros. A huge hedgehog eating people instead of apples? Holy shit!
I mean, I'm being retired, so it's not like it really matters what my psych evaluation is, right?
And that one's a pile of autumn leaves. Thank you for your time, Mr. Boyd. I will inform you about the test results in the coming days. Thank you. Shay Broom, re-elected as Freeburg General Attorney. Major businessman ready to invest in the future of the city. No black employees at City Hall? Mayor says, accident.
I find that very hard to believe.
City officials want to demolish my house because of some bureaucratic error. If I don't resolve the problem today, my family is going to have to find another place to live. Can I have the day off?
Wow, that's fucking serious. Honestly, yeah, I'll just say yes. I don't even see, yeah, you don't have to come in tomorrow either, because honestly, we can work with 2.
I was up all night reading an exciting detective story called The Last Temptation of Neptune, but I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain that the killer is Commissioner Harold, but I can't rest until I know for sure. Can I go home and finish reading the book? No! I'm too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yeah. Gosh, he is my best officer on duty right now, but yeah, go home. Another badge to hand out. Honestly, I should hand it out to one of these people. Yeah, I kind of need the upgrade. I'm gonna say, yeah, McStone. McStone's
done a pretty good job. He is old Zelfor. She wanted to finish her book, but she's also the piece of shit that needs to fail one more time before I can fire her, Desiree. So she needs to fail so I can fire her.
There you go, McStone. Good job, buddy. We'll go with this one for today.
But cliffhangers. Desiree, she can go home. She has tomorrow off. She can read it then.
City Hall. A few months ago, an unregistered feminist organization appeared in Freeburg. Today, they are holding their first protest. As far as we know, the organization is backed by foreign sponsors, and their goal is to get their people into important positions in City Hall. The protest may escalate into something more serious, and we need to show them who's in charge. Use batons and tear gas, even firearms if necessary. Let's show them what intimidation looks like, up close and personal.
They're the ones telling me to do this, not me.
During this protest, about 50 women are gathered in the park chanting, "Let us be successful!" SWAT, go get them. McStone, you can lead it. Sogo, I'll send somebody. You're spared this time. And Fang, go for it.
Feminist riots. Disgusting. I mean, actually, just any riots. I don't appreciate it.
Jack, we have a problem. The chief prosecutor of Freeburg is a woman. It seems she's on the side of the feminists. You might be walking into some serious legal problems. We better play it safe and fake some evidence to shield you from any possible prosecution. So, evidence against Taggart McStone. I want to do it against McStone. We'll forge a recording of a telephone conversation in which one of your officers says he hates women. Oh no, I don't want to do that against McStone. McStone's a good person. Riot, Duke is against reading. Okay, I'm not against rioting. In fact, the police showing up and beating the crap out of them is the best part. But, you know, details.
Sorry, it was a protest. Riot is okay, protest is not. Protest is not okay. Riot, just fine. Evidence against Christopher G. Sand. Will forge a letter in which the Mafia says the feminist organization is getting in the way of their business and demands you suppress the protest by force. With a threat, they'll go after your family. I'll take it. Did I misread? Whatever. A dissatisfied client entered some law offices. Blah 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 blah. A dissatisfied client entered some law offices with a pistol, took several employees hostage, and demanded a meeting with the firm's partners. These shyster Jews took me for a ride. They sucked up all my money, and my son still went to jail. Let me wait on that. Yeah, suppress it by force. Protests. Disgusting. It's not even true rioting. Mr. Boyd, your psyche is in good shape. My only concern is your stress level. My research shows that Beethoven's music soothes and relaxes the nervous system. I recommend you invest a bit of good old Ludwig von. It will help with any violent urges you might be feeling. Noted. Jack, we have something going down at Rubinovich Casino at 12:40. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think 8,000 should be enough for the request. Noted. Sell for. I don't need that. One more day. Labor market. Still waiting for change. I don't think I need the SWAT for this one. McStone. Again, Samadhi, you get to pass this time. Samadhi, I guess Fang, and Sogo. Go get him. So go get him. No. What's this? The last picture show theater. Arson. A young woman set fire to the theater during a show and fled. Beasley, you're my best man. Go get him. It's gonna really suck when Beasley ends up dying or turns against me. And thus ends up dying. You know, because he turned against me. You don't turn against the Duke. Ever. Rubinovich Casino. Right. Let's not interrupt that. Hooray, we did it. I like McStone. He's clever. Arson. Theater management. The incident occurred during the screening of the Jim Johnson's film Stranger Than Paradise. The screen is ruined, and members of the audience suffered minor injuries in the panic, but fortunately no one was seriously hurt. Jersey Cotel. Usher. Yeah, I remember a girl with bright red hair? I sold her a ticket after the show started, although I usually don't do that. But she was really, really nice. I noticed a bottle in her hand, but I thought it was soda. I wouldn't think such a pretty young lady would come to the movies with anything hard. Mr. McKay. Theater visitor. I sat in the last row a few minutes after the film started. I heard someone enter the room and slam the door. I was going to say something because I don't like it when someone distracts me from Jarmusch's vision. Then I saw a flash of fire and flaming ball flew straight at the screen. Pavel Kochi, theater visitor. When the screen caught on fire, I thought it must be part of the show. I know what I heard. That Jim Jarmusch's guy is a nut house. Navin Armstrong, theater visitor. When the fire started, I immediately started looking around for a way out, and that's when I spotted her, the red-headed fool. She ran away quick. There wasn't time to do anything. I see. Ignore, 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 ignore. Constitution 2000 Arcade. Mr. Boyd, today we're installing a new slot machine called Super Magdalene 3. The last time we put in a new one of the bigger kids almost broke it the first day. It would be great if you could send us a couple of your men to keep the kids under control. Grant, Samadhi, go get them. And then they fail. Robbery. Ooh, shit, civilian was killed. Oh. Ooh. Well, they're not gonna be happy about that. Swap for the arcade? That was an option? It'll be fine. It's a bunch of, like, bigger kids! I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Thank you for doing as we asked. Here's the amount we agreed on. Well, I have a feeling that City Hall's gonna be a little mad about the death of a civilian, but they're probably okay because I ended up putting down a protest. Suspicious individuals, St. John's Hospital. Pregnant girl called in a report on a suspicious gynecologist who she met in reception. The doctor was behaving very strangely and attempted to persuade the girl to have an abortion, though she was already 5 months pregnant. Through streaming tears, she explained the doctor said that for only $10,000, he would save me for the parasite inside my body. Oh, Jiminy. Fang, you're a woman. Go deal with this. Along with Robbins. That should do it. Everything went great, boss. In fact, it's been a while since we had that much fun. We beat the hell out of them playing Hellfighter. God damn it. Well, at least I got paid. Damn it, I want you to have no energy, Grant. I want you to have no energy.
210 in progress.
Child beating. They showed up and a kid was like, man, this game is stupid. And they just pulled out their batons and went, whack, whack, whack. And he was like, ah! Don't tell me this game sucked. Whack, whack. Disorderly conduct. Ghetto. Okay. Housewife Takara Montez often complains to the police about her neighbors. They're constantly making a racket and often get into fights, always refusing to discuss things with their neighbors. She's called the police again today after hearing loud bangs in the apartment along with loud screams. According to her, about 6 or 7 people live in there. Oh, jeez. Send in the A-team. You know, because it's Shift A. They're the A-team. Ha ha ha, I'm funny. The doctor spots the police, grabs a scalpel, and boldly shouts, "Come on, or release your souls from this filthy world." I mean, honestly, this is a case where I would say pepper spray is pretty necessary.
1210 complete.
We got him. You know, I was like, the worst thing that could happen is that he falls on his scalpel, but that's very, like, unlikely. It would be more likely if it was a taser. SWAT. State prosecutors have reason to believe that you seriously exceeded your judicial powers during today's feminist protest. We're calling you in for official questioning. Okay. Jack, we're about to bring in a large shipment of alcohol, but we've heard that our new partners like to play tough. We need a couple of your guys for insurance. Samadhi, Grant, go get them. I'm gonna need more officers on... The situation is more serious than we thought. Requesting reinforcements. I can't. I don't have... I can't send in SWAT. We need more SWAT. Why can't I send in SWAT? I'm just gonna have to refuse. I think they'll be fine.
210 complete.
Yeah, they're just fine. They were like, yeah, boss, shit's serious. And I'm like, I can't help you. And they went, don't worry, we'll take care of it.
Progress.
And they did.
And that's why I like the A-Team.
They ended up MacGyvering like a forklift, like machine gun turret. And they were like, we got this.
Rape. Oh, no. True Color Hotel. A call came in from a hotel occupant who was concerned about the cries of a woman in an adjoining room. Sounds to me like someone is being raped, said the frightened elderly man. I mean...
Okay, so it's a frightened elderly man. It could very well be... No, we don't have SWAT. We don't even have SWAT as an option. Stop it, people.
I'll send these guys, but I think it's probably a miscall. I don't think it's real. Let's open this investigation. She got her ticket. She ran in, through the fire, and then she ran out. Good job, guys. And 2 officers. Arson, suburb. Zoe Nosek is on a permanent vacation. She spends most of her time in her parents' house. Miss McStone, Robbins, SWAT, go get them.
Are you guys happy? We put the SWAT towards them. Are you happy now? We sent the SWAT to go get a woman. You know, who is, you know, arson.
We've got a situation.
The door to one of the rooms on the 2nd floor is standing ajar, and through it can be seen a large man holding a crying girl by the neck. He's striking her in the face and shouting, "Shut up, you whore! I paid to you. Now keep quiet."
Well, fuck, it is rape.
Strike the man in the knees. Point the gun at the man. The girl managed to escape, but her pimp leaps for the man and another fight breaks out.
Okay, don't worry, guys. It wasn't rape. It was just a pimp.
It was just a pimp.
Which is still pretty bad.
Use the pepper spray. Man shoves the pimp away and suddenly jumps out the window. I guess just... I don't want my officers getting hurt. Just run down the stairs.
611 complete.
Yeah, we got him. Don't worry. The A-Team's got it covered.
More blood for the blood god. No, Zelfor, no!
No! We got her. Arrested all suspects. Man, look at Beasley. He's like...
He's practically Dr. House by now. He's like... It appears as though... Or not House.
Sherlock Holmes. He's practically Sherlock Holmes now. Boss, I quit. I just want to spend more time with my family. Fuck you, Beasley. Fuck you. Go suck a gigantic fat schlong. It's okay, I have Glasgow. I can transfer her over.
Lupus, exactly so for.
I hope he contracts lupus. Grant, Samadhi, go work tomorrow. I fucking hate you. Checkpoint. Local resident denounces mayor for theft of antique necklace. City unemployment rate drops below 1%. Well, that's good. Place breaks up feminist protest. Indeed we did.
Beasley, no.
Yeah. I'm going Miss Beasley. Some friends of mine asked me to help out at their animal shelter. They're badly short-staffed. Can I have the day off? I'll actually allow that, but you come in tomorrow, you asshole. I gotta get rid of DeBurrito. DeBurrito. Nah, not that one. No, we listen to that. Let's listen to this.
Bud meets Bob. So aggressive today. I'm just so angry. I have all this pressure of the mafia, the city council. I just have so much to deal with, guys. I'm just so angry. Say Hall. Laura Mole is today a hero, having pulled a drowning Senator Wallace Green from the river. The municipality, on the senator's recommendation, has decided to reward this outstanding officer. The ceremony is scheduled for July 27th, and the event will be open to the press, as well as Mr. Green's family, who wish to personally thank the police. Make sure nothing unusual happens to this officer, so she will be able to attend the ceremony and receive her medal without complications. That's pretty easy. Don't forget to prepare for the upcoming meeting with the prosecutors. I'll be fine. City Hall, I want a raise and more officer slots. And I need to transfer Glasgow to Shift A. What's the labor market like? Okay, Mary Basinger. You'll be on Shift A. That should be good. SWAT upgrade. No, we don't need the SWAT upgrade yet. The next week or next 5 days, that's when we'll get the next SWAT upgrade. We wait for now. We wait. Put all money into SWAT. No, L4. Mafia will falsify special investigation. I don't need to do that. Jiminy H. Christmas. The burrito. I think that's about it. Any investigations? Any gangs? Nope. Okay, we're good. What's this? Attempted murder? Sometimes the officers will arrest only 1 or 2 criminals, but when you're taking down a whole group, it's better to bring a paddy wagon. A truly professional staff can cope without the need of special transport, but most officers prefer a paddy wagon when the situation calls for it. Too bad the department doesn't have the money for one. That is a shame. Attempted murder, suburb. An ice cream van struck a schoolboy. The ambulance arrived quickly, but the boy was declared dead on the scene. The nearby residents are enraged and demand justice from the driver of the van. He's currently holed up inside the ambulance while the paramedics try to reason with the crowd. The situation is quickly spiraling out of control. Kingston, go get him, buddy! Tell him to walk it off. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's how I revived people one time. Like, I went up to him, he was just laying there. His entire, internal organs were just, all over the ground. And I was like, walk it off! Get up, come on! You ain't a wimp! And he was like, oh, thank you. Jack, some black gangster hit one of our shops. It's too much for us to deal with right now. Can you help? Grant, Samadhi, Austin, go get him. Ah, shit. More serious than we thought. Requesting reinforcements. Fuck. Yancey, Purdy. I don't know, Subaki. That actually should be good. Go get him! Honestly, I probably only needed 2 of those people. Because Kingston's pretty fucking amazing. I don't know if you see his score, but he's pretty fucking amazing. Mafia assignment, oh boy. Jack, we have something going down today at Corn at 1830. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think $6,000 should be enough for such a request. Okay. Purdy. Oh! Sawmill. Attempted murder. How'd it go? Awesome sauce. Only +5. Disgusting. They should be able to get back before this needs to be done. Okay. Whew. Close.
Noise complaint, sawmill. An elderly man called the police station reporting that terrible screams have been coming from the sawmill for over an hour. The hell is going on? What's a guy got to do to get a little sleep around here? You better go check it out. Okay, come. You're living next to a fucking sawmill. What do you expect?
And yes, that is barking. My dogs have been really on edge lately. I have, well, one of them is, it's just that time of her 6 months, but, you know, details.
Yeah, I guess we'll send Kochi, freaking, yeah, I'll send Purdy, Austin, and Samadhi. I'm giving you a second chance. Grant doesn't get a second chance. Grant goes on all of my sketchy shit, okay? Mr. Boyd, I manage a large fleet of vehicles and want to organize a workshop for my new drivers. They have to learn how to behave on the road, so your patrolmen will never even need to look twice at our cars. Please send 3, I repeat 3, of your best officers. They'll ride all day with my people, explain the intricacies of traffic flow and police monitoring. I've heard about the problems your department faces, particularly your obsolete fleet of police vehicles, so in return I would be happy to donate a
Paddy wagon. Well, of course we have to take that up. We need a paddy wagon. It could be Broken Dog Day. SWAT. No, Zombie. No SWAT.
Go get him. We have 2 average officers and Grant.
Grant just kind of shows up and is like, "Hi guys, how is it going?"
And people are like, "Oh gosh, it's Grant." Oh, Jiminy. I don't think we'll be able to get this one. Wait. No, we can't SWAT. Fuck. An emergency call was received from an all-night drugstore. An addict is attempting to gain unlawful entry. He violently threatened a female pharmacist, demanding she open the cabinets. Well, if you think about it,
it doesn't say that he is armed.
I'll send these 2. Because if that is 4, that's over 800. That should be pretty good.
Hopefully nobody dies.
Especially not Kingston.
He's going to get promotion soon.
The sawmill is surrounded by a 9-foot fence, and the gates are locked from the inside. Shots can be heard from within. Knock on the gate. A man is threatening a young boy with a circular saw. The man is screaming hysterically.
Oh, fuck.
Raise the gun. Whew. Okay. Good. Glad that didn't go out of hand. Chief, we rode along and went over the basics with their empty-headed drivers. We're done for the day. Meanwhile, Mr. Sand dropped off a brand new paddy wagon. It's a nice piece of equipment, too good for the idiots we'll be packing inside.
Yay, we got a paddy wagon now. Guys, paddy wagon.
Everyone's out right now. I need to wait. How'd it go?
They got him! It only took 2 of them, but they got him! That's awesome!
Damn, Kingston. Yancey, you 2 are badasses.
They showed up and they were like, "Don't worry, we got this." And they just went, kapow!
And then they smacked him upside his face and tased him, and they jabbed a sock down his throat. Holy fuck, homicide. Okay, courthouse. During sentencing, a serial killer by the name of Albert Ramirez seized a gun from the holster of the court bailiff, and after shooting several witnesses, barricaded himself inside the courtroom. A young stenographer has been taken hostage. I think I want to wait a bit longer for my actual, good people to get back. Hold on. Let's also see this. Assault?
Why is with all of the crimes today? Not enough SWAT. Cell 4. It's almost as though everyone's rioting. I mean...
Assault. Residential area. Emergency medical services arrived on call for a man complaining of chest pains. While they were treating him, the man suddenly attacked one of the EMTs, shouting wildly about the global pharmaceutical conspiracy. The other personnel managed to escape and called the police. So they need 4. They need 6. However, we've shown that Kingston and Yancey are fucking amazing. Send in the SWAT. The other place needs 4. So, I want this to be on the higher end. So we're going to send in Purdy as well. And along with the SWAT, hopefully that will be okay. Hopefully. Kochi, Austin, Samadhi, go get them.
I'm so sorry, Desiree. I know exactly how you feel.
Mer. I can't send more. Just go on with it. Jack, we don't know why you did... Oh, crap. That was the thing I wasn't supposed to interact with. Ooh, whoops.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Whoopsies, that's my bad. I wanted that money. It's all good. 30,000's okay where it's at right now. The door to the apartment is locked from the inside. And fucking dogs, hold on. Hey, shut the fuck up. Get in here. Shut up. Get the fuck in here. Get the fuck in here. Come on. There you go. Hopefully whatever you're barking at will stop now that you're in here. There we go. The door to the apartment is locked from the inside and unintelligible screams can be heard from within. That's dangerous. I sent in the SWAT for this one, right? No, I sent in the SWAT for the other place. I don't know. That one's dangerous. Like, never do that. So it's either knock on the door or break down the door. The victim is bound and lying on the floor. The assailant is sitting on top of him, waving a syringe filled with an unknown substance. A bottle of bleach is on the floor nearby. Sir, we are on your side. Tell us about this conspiracy. The man jumps up and grabs some papers from the table. Everything is written down right here. All the evidence you'll need. They created these medications to control our minds. You love our dogs? I mean, I suppose. They're okay. Well, the Freeburg police will begin an investigation right away. Let's talk down at the station.
412A.
Ho-ho! Clever! Therefore, not everything can be solved with violence. But a lot of shit can. Hey! What are you doing that for? Stop that. Stop that, you doggo. Okay, so... You already work tomorrow, you two. I mean, I guess they're okay. I think Stovall will probably be retiring soon. I don't know that for sure, though. Oh, checkpoint. I'll say all employees award company cars for personal use. Freiburg to host semifinals of Youth Hockey League. Small drug dealers invade Freiburg. Oh no, that's foreshadowing. Mr. Boyd, why did you send your officers to the feminist protest? It's my job. It was a major event the police were obligated to attend. In your opinion, did any of the participants at the protest pose any actual danger to others? It's hard to say. You never really know who's dangerous and who's not until it's too late. Mr. Boyd, you're married, are you not?
Yes, but my wife and I don't live together. Or I could just ask why. I'll just ask why. What does that have to do with this work? What are your personal feelings about women? That is an improper question. But you don't want to go denying them. I would just say the same as men. As far as I'm concerned, they're the same as men. Some women are great and some I don't much care for. Mr. Boyd, did you give the orders to suppress the protest by force? Let's blame the Mafia. A criminal gang threatened my family, and I had no choice. Wahoo!
In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old Colony Club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time, I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old Colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut. That's how the newspapers described Vikas Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do.
It's good having you, Jambi.
Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Oh, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this. Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers.
That Varga guy has a very strange accent going on.
This city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, And by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place. I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Mayor Rogers can't handle the Mafia. Mafia manipulates Jack Boyd. Mafia threatens Jack Boyd. Oh boy. Oh crap, I'm dead.
My morning ritual was plagued by the smell of Vickers Vargas' fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vickers was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine.
Gotta pick up some gummy bears.
The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real, the sound of the engine was real, the dust was real enough too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky.
Careful with the sound effects.
I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack, but not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the $500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster, Maurice Bell, when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow, Vickis Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now.
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you $500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack. And I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it. And call me.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
Oh gosh, this is a good one. Also, Zelfor, war is not enough like rioting. Riot is crazy. War is too organized. Just not enough. Christopher Sand seemed like a very nice person, in all honesty. Vickis Varga just kind of showed up and was like, "Hey, allow me to spit all over you with my strange accent." I was like, please stop. Really is a question. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, Christopher was just kind of like Sam was just kind of like, "I like hunting. You want to join me? You know, so that we can kill this guy." It can lead to more destruction, but that's not the point of a riot. A riot is just unadulterated anger and destruction, and it's amazing. And it only lasts for you know, a few days at most. Like war lasts for a few years, and that's a bit too much for me. I'm thinking let's go with Christopher Sand. He seemed like a very nice, gentlemanly sort. Gentlemanly sort. So I'm gonna help him. Again, you don't know who these people are. Don't worry about it, Zelfor.
Tell him it's Boyd.
I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home?
Yeah, sure, go ahead. I mean, burrito. Burrito. It's burrito. What to listen to today? Let's just go with this one again. I enjoy it. So essentially, Sand is like the mob boss. And, the other guy is like... How would I describe him? The other guy is he's a small fry who is climbing the ladder far too fast. Hey, we got another officer slot? Melissa Spain, you are being hired for Shift A. Oh my god, we have Neil from the Matrix. Yeah, 10% raise. Sweet. Tomorrow's gonna be the day. Don't let anything happen to him until then. There's my salary. Why not new SWAT? Well, you do end up getting granted SWAT later, I think. King Louis nightclub? What's going on there? Massive fight. King Louis nightclub. We received a call from the club manager, who said that a brawl broke out in the main hall, involving only over 20 men. Security are keeping back because some of the combatants are carrying knives. Several wounded are already lying on the dance floor, but no one knows why the mayhem broke out. Indeed, Zelfor. Let's send the SWAT. And the paddy wagon. Actually, probably just the SWAT, honestly. We'll send Kingston, Yancey, and probably Bloomingdale as well. And no, let's go for high amount. Austin, get in there. I want to say that should be good. Yeah, because I don't expect like any escape vehicles or something. There might be a few, but honestly our main focus should be containing the riot inside the club. So go get them, buddies. Don't worry, I believe in you, Austin. Here's my little sugar baby. I love him. Not as much as Kingston, but he's pretty high up there.
Now she can shimmy like Sister Kate. She's just a dancing queen. Fit for a king. Swing sweet ginger, swing sweet ginger.
Situation more serious than we thought. Requesting backup. Okay. If that's the case, Kingston is Bay, Zelfor. Kingston is Bay. If that's the case, I'll send Bloomingdale and I don't know, maybe Asano as well. Actually, just Bloomingdale should be fine. Bloomingdale. Or I could just send high amount, you know, such as Purdy, and that would probably be more than enough. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about 9. They almost have 1,000 right there. And with the SWAT there, they honestly should be fine. So yeah, I'll just send Bloomingdale. Assault suburb. 2 teens walking their dog got into an argument. And eventually one of them unleashed the dog on the other. The police were called by a girl who was riding her bicycle nearby. We are dealing with dogs. Purdy, Asano, go get them. That should be fine. It's primarily just kids though.
Massive fight. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Sweet. Civilians unharmed. Plus 10 for them and plus 5 for Bloomingdale. Nice. The boy is struggling on the ground, barely holding off an angry dog that's trying to grab him by the throat. Pull the dog by the collar. Don't... The dog lets the boy escape and its owner starts to flee. Borrow the girl's bicycle. Oh my god. I like how this game is essentially like yeah, you can choose like, you know, the actual like a real life option or bike. We gotta go bike.
412A.
Yes. You can either go with the real option or you can go with like the movie cop option. So in this situation, we grabbed the dog and we were like, "Girl, can I borrow your bike?" And she went, and you went, they just like, ting ting, right after him. I think I would be far too confused to really escape after that point. Let's wait until the rest of these people show up. Okay, Homicide Church. Parishioner Maria Serpentine reported the sound of gunshots inside the church. A bearded man in a hat entered the confessional, and then, a minute later, I heard a few gunshots. Then the man calmly left the booth, took off his hat and crossed himself, and sat down on a pew. I think he's praying. So he might actually not be... I want to save the SWAT for this one, Zelfor. I can only use them twice. This guy doesn't seem like too much of a threat. Sounds like he did what he wanted to do and now he's just done. So, I will send Kingston, but honestly I think Austin Bloomingdale should be enough. But we'll send Tsubaki, sorry. Because that's 5, 6, 7. That's almost, that's like 780 or something like that. Or 740. Yeah, about 745. Wait, no, 845. What am I talking about? That should be fine.
A in progress.
What's going on over here? Attempted murder. Linda Howard, her words slurred, said the dentist paralyzed her face during the latest visit. The monster stuck me with some kind of poison. Arrest him. Okay, so this is probably... I think this is a false claim. However, it's best to make sure, so I'm just going to send Yancey and Bloomingdale. That's about 500. That should be fine. Time to move, Desi. I know exactly how you feel, Desi. It's like, social interaction with people that live here. No. Kingston, you are my favorite. Loot found, non-automatic weapon. Interesting. I'm gonna bring these back to the police station. I don't want to give the Mafia too much. They have to know that I'm the one in control, even though I'm not. I just want clothes so much hell. I'm so sorry. The girl was injected with normal painkillers. Yep, exactly as I thought. That stupid idiot. She's nothing but a big panicking scoop. Scoop? Scoop.
1011B in progress.
Terrorism. An ice cream vendor noticed a suspicious black bag which has been lying unsupervised on a bench for the past few hours. Ooh, that's dangerous. Hold on. Let's send in the SWAT. Kingston, Austin, Bloomingdale, Asano. Never mind Asano. Kochi, you haven't been on a mission today. Go get him.
Can't fit a dryer in your teeny mini apartment? Well, maybe you should have decided to live inside of a Barbie house then, Desi. Come on, get with the program. Out with the good, in with the bad. Officers arrived on the scene and observed that there's something moving inside the bag. Shoot the bag until it stops moving. It's moving! Stay back until the bomb squad arrives? Honestly, yeah.
10-11 complete.
Okay. The SWAT are done for the day. They're like, okay, we've had our 2 shifts. We're done. Permission to fight Meowth? As long as you keep it civilized. Good job, people. Nobody needs to go into the new shift. We have a new person starting up on the other shift, so everyone should be fine. Actually, let me take a... Yeah, everyone should be fine. Everyone's sufficiently rested. Yeah, they'll be good. Corn monument to be demolished by summer's end. Say administration to finance dance festival. Francis Kendrick won't succeed, Jack Boyd. Really now? You don't say. Oh no. This is getting a little out of hand. I'm fine with it. Well, I think this group is good. Go get them. Just gonna listen to a nice common jazz piano. Not my weakness, a spaghetti. No, Pasquinti. War. Freiburg's first mafia war is... Freiburg's first mafia war in decades has spread chaos across the streets. Major criminal gangs vie for power, and the outcome of the struggle is impossible to predict. One thing is certain, a couple of weeks from now, only one family will rule the city. Oh gosh, and we've had knowledge of 2 different things. Take care of the hero. Jack, keep up the good work, and we'll make sure your final days as Freiburg PD are much more comfortable. Attempted murder, residential area. A passerby rang the police when he saw a naked man running through the streets, pursued by a woman carrying a large kitchen knife. The woman was shouting, "I'll got you! I'll fuck you fucking faggot!" Oh no. Now, listen, lady, you use the F word. Yeah, you cannot say fucking on this stream. That is way too much. Robbins. Samadhi. Fang. Go get her. Oh boy. Sand needs help. Varga stirred up some punks and they went and attacked one of the family in the barber shop. We've already sent our own men, but we don't know how many scumbags we're up against. You can come join the party, but don't get in our way. Grant, Spain, go get him. I like how Grant is essentially my, oh, this isn't a call? Go get him. Like, what's that? Somebody just needs a random guard? Fine, why not? Oh shit, a civilian was killed. Guys! Samadhi! Dude! Come on! Hit and run. An unknown vehicle struck librarian Klemek Kalinowski at a pedestrian crossing and drove off. The victim was found dead on the scene. We'll sing Glasgow and Bass Singer. Go get him, buddies.
Hey, they're back already. And they didn't die. Damn it. Investigators have arrived. Mr. Paul, Matt Paul, witness. The dark-colored car come staring around the corner, hopped the curb and kept on going, knocked the man over. Didn't even slow down. Jerome Alvarez, bartender. Yeah, not like before the crash. I kicked a couple drunks out of the bar. They were having a fight with some of my regulars. Miss Kalinowski, victim's daughter. A few days ago, Dad had a fight at work with a couple young people who were causing a ruckus at the library. The whole thing almost came to blows. They threatened him before they left. At the library? Really?
I want this book. Yeah. Do you have a library card? No? Then I guess you can't get this book. Would you like to get one? And then they're just like, no! In fact, we're gonna shoot up this place tomorrow. So take that!
Eugene Hopkins, witness. I saw two people in the car. They were right by me. The man in the passenger seat had a beard. Mr. Boone, Rolando Boone, a colleague. Klimek thought he was being followed. He said he saw a guy everywhere. Said it looked like someone had some problem with him at the library. Oh boy. Mr. Sand's nephew looked out his window and saw some of Vaga's men smashing one of his cars. Looks like someone needs to go remind them that kind of behavior is illegal. Go get him, Grant. You got this.
She totally doesn't got this. She's so fucked. Too spoopy for me? Fair enough, Zelfor. Oh no. SWAT. No, not yet. Not yet, Zelfor.
What's going on here? Eddie's Burgers. A girl entered Eddie's Burgers, ordered a Diet Coke, and started shooting at the other customers with a handgun. The cashier called the police, and in the background there were gunshots and screams. Meanwhile, the crazed young woman is shouting, I hate fat people! Oh, Samadhi? Gonna say Spain. McStone, because McStone doesn't disappoint me, unlike some people. Even though he does just look like a stupid-ass rent-a-cop. I don't know. Probably, maybe Vandal.
Now SWAT? It's only one person. And they just have a handgun, you know, so I'm only thinking like 6 shots before it's done. SWAT or chicken, hold off on the SWAT for right now. I'm pretty sure the next thing that we'll have SWAT will be okay against.
I want to say this should be good, but honestly I'm unsure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about 9. Let's run it off to 1,000. Go get him.
SWAT or chicken, I mean, aren't both really good decisions? Send the old paddy wagon. Oh boy.
Tell me about the massacre. Good job. Officers unharmed and civilians unharmed. Good job, people. How's it going, Grant? How did it go?
You have a good time? Good. Desiree, send Trolley all of the dog pics.
Armed robbery, city center. An alarm came in from an armored truck. Armed men have blocked a street, shot out the armored truck's tires, and are trying to seize the bags of money. This is where we need SWAT, people. Stovall, Vandal, Sogo, and I don't know, like Samadhi in Spain. You got this. Honestly, that's probably a bit too much. Let me see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we can keep back Samadhi. Of course, with him in there, I take out Spain. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then about it is past 1,000. So I think this should be good.
I'm not scared of your hearts, Tez. You should be, troll. You should be. Hi, Febreze. How's it going?
Officer on scene.
The narrow street is blocked by 2 vans near the armored truck. 3 unmasked men have surrounded the truck, and one of them is carrying a blowtorch. On the roof of one van is a 4th criminal who shouts something to his accomplices as he sees the officers approach. You are surrounded. Surrender peacefully. The criminals take out their automatic weapons and open fire. Hide behind a patrol car and fire from cover.
11A in progress.
Ah, sweet. Woo! Good job, SWAT. Let's give a thank you to the wonderful SWAT people who do all of the SWAT work that SWAT people do. Fight. Dump. A night watchman, during his rounds, followed some noises to discover several homeless people fighting over a bundle that was lying on the ground. Oh boy. Robins in Spain. That's 500. Honestly, I don't... go ahead and go after them as well, Fang. Nah. Well, because that's 10 extra if Fang does it. And she's almost at 200. So I kind of want to send her along. Yeah, sure.
Not yet. No SWAT yet. Also, that's not all capitalized. You disappoint me, Zelfor. Oh, you were giving respect to SWAT. Still, it needs to all be capitalized. You anger me.
Oh, crap. The situation is more serious than we thought. How? Fine. McStone, I don't know, Samadhi, go in as well. Just freaking go.
Get out of here! I want nothing to do with you. So, like, after 3 a.m., like, what exactly happens? Because I leave. Do they just, like, run on their own? Or, like, what happens?
Hit and run. Open the investigation for me. Okay. They were waiting. He was Wait, no. They had to have gotten inside the car first. Then they waited. Then they... We're missing some pieces! Dedicate everyone towards this. We need more.
311A complete.
Fight. Awesome. Hooray! Good job, Paul Blart McStone.
Dispatchers handle it, probably.
There's no guarantee. There's never a guarantee. Okay. So... Jack Vaga is strong, but he can't compete. He can't compete on equal terms with the oldest criminal gang in Freeburg. Just make sure that Sand stays ahead on points, and we'll have nothing to worry about. Oh. Glasgow, I need you to work tomorrow so that we can get all of this settled. And, of course, Grant, go work tomorrow. Samadhi, you can actually have the day off for once.
Hey, Peter. How's it going?
See, crime rates increased by 31%. Freeburg farmers report record harvest. Mayor's nephew expresses desire to become FPD chief.
Oh, wow, awesome. Us saving him ended up giving us some... Wait a minute, never mind. Can I borrow your egg beater?
Grant didn't come into work today. Oh shit, somebody's asking to get fired! Billabong. Let's get these guys in on it too. We gotta figure this out. We gotta figure this out. Our people were scouting ahead of Mr. Sanders' movements, and we spotted a punk carrying a gun. There's sure to be a few more of these bastards lurking nearby. Let's get together and turn the tables on these slimeball crews. Bloomingdale, Asano, Tsubaki, you got this. One more day. But until then... you didn't come to work. You were a no-call, no-show. I can't have that. Shift A. Stephen Marianiak. Go for it. Robert Sharrow. What we could do is we could get rid of DeBrito as well and replace him with Robert Sharrow, because DeBrito is an old man. He's too old, so we're gonna replace him with Robert Sharrow. Hold on. Yeah, Shift B.
What the fuck you... Oh no, not the hair straightener.
212 in progress.
Destruction of property. Constitution 2000 arcade. The attendant at the arcade called in a complaint about two teenagers who broke the steering wheel off the Turbo Nitro machine and are currently fleeing the scene. I mean, come on, it's two teenagers. You shouldn't really need anything besides, like, Kingston. Kingston can take care of this by himself, I'm sure. Desi, no! Oh. Oh no, don't do that, Desi. That's terrible. Oh no, Desi. The wife of the mayor's press secretary loves Carol singing. Today's her birthday, so please send some men with some good voices. I would think that Bloomingdale and Austin have some amazing voices. I'll just send Asano instead. Oh no, Desi! Ow, that sounds terrible. Are you okay? Also, and better yet, is your hair okay? Oh boy. Hold on, Kingston's almost back. I want Kingston on this. Because I think Kingston can handle this. Okay. Illegal arms sales. Hold on, actually. Good job, Kingston. I'm gonna make sure that there's no, like, other stuff that I'm supposed to be... no, like, backlog. Nah, that was July 24th. It is much past that time. Okay, an eyewitness reports that a man is selling weapons on the street right out of the trunk of his car. Someone is getting shot every night around here. You need to finally do something. Kingston, you got this. Kingston, you got this. I'll send Kochi and Tsubaki as well. I think that should be good. Go get them, Tigers. Why do you suppress what your hair desires, Des? Why?
511 in progress.
I was trying to raise 10-1.
Situation is more serious than you... Ah, fuck. Okay, I don't know. I mean, another thing started up, but I guess Purdy can go? Hold on, let me see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's about 12. They're working with like 1250. Honestly, I think they should be good. If only I could send the SWAT. But just to make sure, I will send Purdy along. Purdy.
She's so purty. Oh my god. I'm gonna need all of my officers for that shit. Oh, I wish I didn't send Purdy, because now it's gonna take way too long for them all to get back. Yeah, there's no fucking way. A dock worker sighted several armed men making their way between some cargo containers. Soon after, he heard several shots and some screams. The precise number of armed men is unknown, but port officials report seeing at least 5. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I only have one extra guy, and he kind of, like, I'm not going to send him with just SWAT and paddywhacking. That's not enough.
1210 in progress. 11.
One of our minor deliveries got intercepted by some fucking punks. Boxes of towels, napkins, and various cooking utensils that were supposed to be going to the ranch are now scattered across the highway like a circus slideshow. They're having a laugh and making us look like clowns too. We're not too broken up about the towels, but we still need to teach these punks a lesson. But we'll figure that out. Non-automatic weapons. I'll ask the Mafia to sell these ones. Yeah. Oh, no innocent's death, though. So, that's pretty good. Hey, Zazu's here. Supposedly. At least that's what people saying. Suspicious individual. Everyday Mall. Former psychiatric patient Leboko Clark called the police because a maniac was harassing people at the mall. According to Leboko, there's a killer on the loose who will stop at nothing. I find that very hard to believe. But, like, let me wait. Let me wait until all my people are here. What's going on here? Mr. Boyd, I feel bad about coming to you again, but you're really the only one who can help us with this. Those records that my ex sued me for, well, I got them back, of course. I guess this could be nothing, but her big-nosed brother and had his sights on them. The idiot even hired a private detective who's been at my store 3 days straight, and now he has the audacity to come to my house and accuse me of being involved in the records disappearance. I don't know if he has any evidence, but the risk is too high. Can you scare them both? Make sure they stop poking their noses into other people's businesses. My store is open for you anytime. Yeah, one moment. Tsubaki, go take care of that. This, honestly, I think Yancey and Austin should be enough to handle it. And that, sure. Was no SWAT. There was only one instance where SWAT was needed, and I couldn't do shit about that one. It was like, yeah, we need 8 cops, and I was like, are you sure?
1210 complete.
Let's see this. Chief, the problem is solved. Mr. Bieber thanks us and gave us tickets to the Irish Jazz Festival. Can't wait to go. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I'm not going to stop you guys from that. Suspicious individual, false alarm, just as I thought. The man's suspicions were aroused by a shopping center employee wearing a costume. He was dressed as the hero from the movie Dressed in Blood. He was pretending to menace visitors as part of the fun, but he wasn't going to kill anyone. Oh, much better. Dark-colored car. Well, I only have 2 black. I have 3 red now. Is that it? No. There we go. Good job, you two. Kevin's throat bar. William's favorite place to tie one on. He knows everyone. Or, what's this? Hit and run, residential area.
William's last known place of residence, but the information is over 3 years old. Honestly, this one. Why on earth? Oh, wait. I need to wait for at least some of my police officers to get back. Yancey, Austin, SWAT, go get him. Angry Bird. Febreze, why? Hey, we got the offenders. We arrested all the suspects. Good job, everyone. Maybe now I can get that promotion. That bro-motion. So those three went to the Irish Festival. Honestly, good on them. Good on them. They deserve it. Oh, I'm taking that gang shoot-up was them. So Vargas has 2, but we still have 4. Haha, take that, Vargas. Lazo, you are good for the night. Might send... I think I might send Bloomingdale over to the other side. Well, hold on. Nah, actually, nah. They'll be fine. They'll be fine, methinks. It does, Zelfor. The promotion does come with the bro job. Mayor proves his commitment to nepotism. Mayor Rogers, if my nephew wants to lead the police, I support him. Say police chief, not elected position, says Mayor Rogers. Oh, Mayor Rogers is a dick. Yeah. My kid's been causing trouble again, and they've called me into his school. Can you give me some time to deal with this? That's a pretty big deal. Yeah, come in tomorrow, though. Yeah, I have another stripe. I'm not going to use it yet because I want to give it to a special someone. A very special someone who's very close to my heart. Yeah, we'll actually, you know what? Let's, I think it's been long enough. Let's open up the catalog. Ooh, Snagit. These won't be available until July 31st, but I get a 15% discount. Ooh, that's a... Yeah, I'll buy 2 of these. John Gangsta and that one. Sweet. Okay. Oh. No, not at all, Zelfor. Okay, so what do I want? Well, I kind of want to raise again, but I need those SWAT upgrades, and another detective slot would probably be a good idea. Who knows, maybe I've done good enough to also get a raise as well. So, yeah, let's send that towards their way. What? Hold on. Hire female cops. Considering certain recent events, we are obliged to grant some concessions to the feminists. You are to make sure that at least half of your staff at the police station are women. I don't know if that is a thing. 1, 2... Let's see. 1, 2... That's 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... That's not half, I don't think. Well, that's stupid. Oh. I'm sure there's a few people I can fire, honestly. Can't tell. Holy shit. Wow. He's a 3 rank. But at the same time, he's tired as fuck. I feel as though I shouldn't be obliged to get other officers. Of course, I could retire Stovall and replace him with somebody. Actually, I could get rid of Stovall and put Kingston on Shift A. That's an idea. Because I feel as though he'll end up retiring sooner or later. Or I could just ignore the feminist movement. Good questions. Because honestly, it's not like I have like a half... I don't have a half and half, but I still have a pretty good chunk. We'll just ignore it for now. Suicide threat. Bridge. A taxi driver heard someone screaming and noticed a few people gathering on the bridge as he was driving past towards the port. He stopped to see if anyone needed help, but as he approached, he saw that a man was threatening to throw himself and 2 children into the icy water below. Jason left us. I lost my job in the house, and there's no way we'll survive. It's better if everything just ends now. To the taxi driver, it looked like a suicide. Stovall, I believe in you. Stovall, Spain, Vandal. I want to say that's good, but you know what? Saying Samadhi as well. Samadhi's got this. Hashtag Samadhi. You're right, Zelfor. That is only protest. We ignore. Just realized how coordinated my dinner is. I have strawberry lime soda, strawberries, and a hint of lime chips. Holy fuck, Febreze. That's awesome. What's going on here? Breaking and entering. Suburb. An elderly man speaking in a raspy whisper just reported a break-in. There's someone in my house. They're pounding on the door and marching all around downstairs. Hurry. Robbins, it's only one person. I want to save the SWAT for actual serious things. Fang, Marianne, actually, no. You know what? Sure. Sogo and SWAT. We got this. Because that's 500 plus SWAT. And you know what? Send him in as well. Don't question it, Febreze.
Looks like we have a situation here.
2 tearful boys. Duke, no. Listen, I get to hold on to... I have the upgrade so I can send them on another thing. 2 tearful boys, clearly in a state of shock, are standing dangerously close to the edge of the bridge. Beside them, their drunken, distraught father is slowly pushing the children closer to the precipice. Oh, fuck. Yeah, tell me about your husband? A strong gust of wind almost blows one of the children off the bridge, but he recovers at the last moment and stumbles to the ground with a scuffed knee. Stay back and try not to agitate the man. You don't want to do that. The man slurs his words, saying that there is no point delaying the inevitable. Your children have their whole future lives in front of them. You can't make that decision for them. Think about what you're doing. There's people who care about you. Point a gun at the man and order him to step away from the bridge. I mean, he plans to kill himself. I don't think it really matters. I'm pretty sure, like, with the whole call, it said a man's name. It didn't say a woman's name. It said a man's name. Kill him if he tries to kill himself. That's the only way to stop him.
411.
Yeah, we did it! Hooray! Samadhi, you're really starting to make a turnaround. I'm glad I didn't end up firing you. I'm sorry, what? Disorderly conduct. Well, let's wait on that. Yeah, they'll get back before then. Church. Destruction of property. A young drunken biker broke into the church, rode around between the pews, defiled the sacred crucifix, and fled the scene. Let's put... You're pretty tired. Let's put Banner in charge of this one. Actually, you know what? That actually reminds me. I think I can fire Banner. You 3 should be good. I think Banner might be too old. On the downside, there are no female detectives, so it does not matter. Send in Bruce Banner. Whew. Close. Disorderly conduct. Business center. Secretary Abigail Jones told the police that her boss, Martin Quebec, returned from a meeting in quite a state. When he entered, he took a bag of white powder from his safe and shut the door. Now he is yelling incessantly and making a scene, demanding that his secretary deliver him the head of a unicorn, or he'll cut his throat with a letter opener, and then go after the rest of her family.
Oh my gosh! That's crazy! This man's pretty impressive. We better send in some pretty good officers. I think Vandal and probably Fang. That's 2, 3. It's 450. Let's go for 500. What's going on here? A member of the family was out at a restaurant having dinner with his secret lover, but because the affair was secret, he was light on protection, and one of Varga's agents was able to slip a grenade into the room. This is a job best handled by the police, unofficially, of course. Noted. Let me see. Yeah, because Marianne Nayak is going to be available soon, so... Samadhi, Mary, go get them. Don't you hate it when you're trying to eat dinner with your secret lover and a rival gang slips a grenade into your place? There was no one except the dogs in the house. They were scratching at the door because they wanted to go outside. Don't worry, the SWAT did a good job. They killed the dogs, actually. Mrs. Mason, Clara Mason, parishioner.
I have been going to Sunday service for 36 years. I have been going to Sunday service for 36 years, and this is the first time I've ever seen such a disgrace. Some crazy young man on a motorcycle drove straight through the doors of God's temple and began running around, shouting blasphemy, even dared raise his hand to Holy Father Nunez. Who is it? What is it with the youth today?
I don't know. Jerome Nunez, Holy Father.
It all happened so quickly. The guy drove straight between the pews like, whoa, and almost crushing a parishioner. Thank goodness he got out of the way. Then he looked into the confessional and he threw in a bottle, and it was pure alcohol, and it was amazing. We drank it later. And he ran up to me and he shouted, "The devil sits on the roof of the church." But I checked and there was no devil. There never was any devil. Then he shoved me. I fell to the floor and the crazy man shouted, "My hand is as hard as stone." But it wasn't. It was as hard as a normal human hand. He is merely human. I knock you out of the saddle of Satan, he say. And then he threw his helmet at the cross above the altar and sped away. It landed right on the Jesus' head. Praise! Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
I don't know what that was about. Thomas Cruz, parishioner. I was in the confessional when it happened. I was waiting for Father Nunez to finish his sermon so he could hear me. I've sinned so much this week. As I was sitting in the confessional, I heard noises of an engine like a motorcycle. Then there was a roar and a man shouted, "Come, Lucifer, do not hide from me." A few seconds later, a young man in a black leather jacket opened the door of the confessional and yelled, "I will seek out the devil wherever he may hide." And then he threw a bottle at me. The shard stuck in my face. At the crime scene, we found a black helmet with a white spot on the top. Asphalt. On the pavement near the church, we found traces of 3 motorcycle tires. Now that's an interesting little thing to know. Hooray! Oh, cocaine. Fender cut. Well, let's think about this. If we give it to the mafia, they sell it again, we arrest the person, we get more cocaine. Think about it. It's like limitless cocaine. We just keep getting more and more. I'll ask the mafia to sell it.
I should see about Police Academy. And I'm going to hire a snitch, actually. I think Fang seems like a reasonable snitch. Awesome. Nah, not yet. Training might be a good idea.
We wait. Snitches. Snitches get stitches. And bitches get snitches. What? I don't know. Hostage situation with a fatal casualty. Bank of Freeburg. A man wearing a suit walked into the lobby of the bank, locked the doors, and proceeded to kill several customers. He never said a word. He just started firing at people, reported one eyewitness. 12 people remain inside the building, and the criminal's demands are as yet unknown. Send in the SWAT. Stovall, Vandal, Spain. How much is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's about 9. Yeah, that should be about 10. That should actually be pretty good. Go take him out. SWAT! Infinite cocaine. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's time for Hans. Hans.
Situation is more serious than we thought. We're requesting reinforcements. Samadhi, Robbins, whatever. Mary, go get him. It's close by, so I think we'll be fine. What's going on over here? A sweet girl named Anna is one of our key assets in a large accounting firm. She just got home from work and found her house was on fire, and the assholes that started it are still standing around admiring their handiwork. Wouldn't it be pretty if someone cracked open their skulls and tossed them onto the flames? Sogo, Fang, go get them.
Send all of Spain. Oh.
Hostage situation with a fatal casualty. How'd it go? We got him! Hooray! We did it.
Well, there goes the SWAT for the day. Gonna have to get the upgrade to have 3 SWATs per day. Got him.
Destruction of property. Open the investigation. We do not have nearly everything that we should. Who's the head of this investigation? You disappoint. Get those 2 in on it. Moser, you're coming in tomorrow.
Update. Laundry complete.
Congratulations, Desi. Well, that should be good for the day. Haha! We're still winning 3-2. Or, wait, 2-1. I mean, shut up. Let me see. So, Moser, you have to come in tomorrow because you're leading the investigation. Mary, you could come in. But why? I have a good team. Never mind. I'm good. Yeah, just in the day. We're good. Oh, Desi. Businessmen express desire to leave city. Movie production studio may appear in Freeburg. 86% residents oppose demolition of corn monument. My kid's been causing trouble at school again, and they've called me into the school. Can you give me some time to deal with this? I feel as though you're borrowing this one. Kinda need ya. You know, for the thing. I suppose other people can take care of it for today. No. Zelfor says no. Who else says no? Should I deny him? Do I deny him?
No, because you're black. Ho ho! I'm a terrible racist. Take that.
Haha, yep. Don't deny him. He does have a kid. Yeah, grilled too hard for us. I don't know. I kind of want to give it to him. At least he called. He has a kid to worry about. I don't want him retiring. Or do I? Ooh. Sure. Take the day off. Too tight. Yeah, dude, you have 1 bar of stamina. Go take a break, you fuck. There's a new movie opening today starring my favorite actor. No, you can't take the day off for that shit. Kingston, here you go. Congratulations, you're now a deputy. Or something. I don't know. Just send the SWAT instead. Oh. I'm just gonna go to the map. McStone is on the A team. Did I demand him to? Oh, right, because he missed work yesterday. Mafia, your share. Your friend sent you a share from the sale of non-automatic weapons. Let's share 50% with my staff. Another detective, sweet. I mean, this guy has a pretty awesome beard, to be fair. Oh, actually, hold on. A has 4, B needs another. Okay. Richard, you're on B. You're on B team. And they gave me the raise. Sweet. And they give me another SWAT. Guys, we'll work 3 times a day. Yeah, we'll work 3 times a day. I want to be able to send SWAT to everything. That's funny. Okay, and with that, it looks like Snake's stream will be starting soon, so I'm going to end the stream here. So you all stay safe. Do not go texting and driving. Do not go drinking and driving. Remember, 10 and 2, people. 10 and 2, lest the SWAT come after you. And happy days and sunshine ahead. Am I understood? Okay. Bye, everyone.